Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's Employee of the Month, 2 months in a row. Leave a message at the... Hi, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. I just had a new idea for our song about the Name Your Price tool. So when it's like, tell us what you want to pay, hey, 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 and the trombone goes, blah, 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 and you say, we'll help you find coverage options to fit your budget. Then we just all do finger snaps while a choir goes, savings coming at ya, savings coming at ya. Yes? No? Maybe? Anyway, see your practice tonight. I got new lyrics for the rap break.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hi, this is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and you are listening to No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1044. I've got a good one today. What's the best way to apply for a job if you don't know anyone who's with the company? After all, as I've said many times, never apply for a job through an applicant tracking system. I hope you find this show helpful. Please, please, please give it a great review in iTunes or Stitcher because it helps other people discover the show. And after all, this is the #1 show in iTunes for job search. By far. Almost 2-to-1 over the #2 show, which I also have. This one, No BS Job Search Advice Radio, has more than 1,000 episodes. Job Search Radio is rapidly approaching 700 episodes. #1 and #2. Now, I just want to say before we continue, if you're interested in my coaching you, listen to the end of the show. There's information there that will help you know how to get in touch with me and how to find out more. Now, with that, let us get going, please. The question I received was, what's the best way to apply for a job when you don't know someone who works at the firm? This goes back to the mistake many job hunters make of only thinking that if I know someone who works at the firm, they will refer me. And my network has its limitations and yada, yada, yada. As a result, people look at their network as only the person I know. And obviously, people you know far more people than you. So you have to remember that that person that you know can introduce you to someone. And that's really the key to it. Now, professionally, you can do it very simply. You have a LinkedIn network. You do have a LinkedIn network, right? And you're looking for the second level connections that you have to see whether or not there are people who you know who could introduce you to someone who already works there. Barring that, what you do is you use a Google custom search tool that I developed. And it's a simple one. li-usa.info is the web address. I'll repeat that. li-usa.info. What you do with that is use Boolean search and start searching for people using the tool. Now, the idea is, #1, this is searching all public profiles on LinkedIn. So that's #1. Understand, if they have a public profile, you can find them. #2 is you're looking for people who might be in the role or someone who works at the firm who might work in the department, who can give you a heads up, tell you who the right person is, and give you a sense of what they're like so you can reach out to them. Well, why would they want to help me? They don't know anything. Well, I assume if you're asking the question, you're willing to go the extra mile. If you're not willing to go the extra mile, just apply through the applicant tracking system. But I think that's the lazy approach. The smart approach, the effective one, is getting an introduction from someone who already works for the firm, who knows the hiring manager. So you can say to them, hey, look, I understand your firm is trying to hire someone, and I don't know who the hiring manager is. Could you point me to the right individual? I'll keep your name out of it and reach out to them. Or you can say, I understand your firm and perhaps your department is looking for someone, and I would love an introduction to the individual, but I know you don't know me, so you wouldn't want to go out on a limb. Is there something that would help you feel more comfortable in referring me to this individual? Because I don't want to go through the applicant tracking system or HR. What I want to do is just talk to the hiring manager. And by doing this repeatedly, talking to different individuals at a firm, you can eventually circle back to the applicant tracking system if you really need to. But what you're doing is shortcutting the filter, the ATS, the HR individual, and try to get to that manager. Whether you use li-usa.info, whether you have an enormous LinkedIn network and can get to this individual, however you do it. Oh, by the way, there is the old school way. I almost forgot. The old school way is you get on the phone and you try to connect. You talk to the reception and ask for the person who's responsible for, and you describe the function that's involved. And allow yourself to get bounced around to different people who will eventually get you closer and closer and closer to the hiring manager until you actually find them. Sometimes they're going to say, you don't ask about who's the person who's hiring for such and such, because then you're going to get HR, and that's what you're trying to avoid. You allow yourself to get bounced from person to person. Now, if they have no clue as to where to even start, you might try something like investor relations and ask them. Or look for that's probably a good enough place to start off with, or public relations, or something along those lines that may not be related specifically to the area that you want to work in, but will have access to data that might be able to point you to the right person. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, here are a few ways to engage with me. First of all, I just want to start by saying that I no longer do recruiting. I coach people to perform at a high level. So again, I no longer do recruiting. But if you visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, and look at the tabs on the top, you'll see a menu of choices available to you. First of all, you can hire me to do a resume and or LinkedIn profile critique, interview preparation, help you with a salary negotiation, answer your questions about your job search, advise you about a decision you have to make about a job offer. Those are all there as an option. I can do a job search makeover with you, where we critique everything you've been doing in your search up until that point and come up with alternatives. If you're relatively early in your search, we can do a complete coaching program where I work with you from beginning to end in half-hour increments so it doesn't have to take a lot of time for each session. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/thebiggamehunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing from folks who like it and are interested in my help. Again, linkedin.com/IN/thebiggamehunter. You can take my classes on Skillshare too and become a premium member for 99 cents for the first few months. I have a link in the show notes. Just follow that link, sign up, take my classes. Lastly, I want to mention to you, you can find a lot of information at thebiggamehunter.us, and at times it may seem like it's too much. So you can look at the best of my material at jobsearchcoachinghq.com, where I've curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. Again, that's jobsearchcoachinghq.com. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Take care.
What a matchup!
And what a team, Mike. Metro PCS and the iPhone SE for $0 on a network that covers 99% of people in the U.S. Oh, impressive.
Play with the best. Switch to Metro PCS on an unlimited LTE plan and get a 32-gig iPhone SE for $0. Metro PCS. Coverage not available in some areas, plus sales tax. Claim based on talk and text. Not valid for active numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro PCS in the past 90 days. See store for details and terms and conditions.